Yes, Ragashanti. Do you know how Richie feelings this, right? And you know me have to listen to your program because you talk a crocus bag of things with scandal side of it.
Check. Ready up now.
I need some An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live.
Hey man, me late. Come in.
I need some An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live.
Come in. Tagu for tag. Start it over.
Ragashanti live. Oh, time. Me ready.
Yeah.
Some An Blenda time.
I'm want to call and talk of the King's Day.
That's the reason I'm done with him because I see the boy out there to get a beer with the same Raga.
Hold on. The boy have you and the girl a beard with the same red one.
Pilot Robinson, big up.
Yeah.
Pilot Robinson, big up. Prezi. Them say them not get no sound. Prezi. Them not get no sound from Facebook.
Then people that look at me and say you're Haganiering because the way we are.
Yo, that word them mad. Haganiering to the flipping world. Hi. Ragashanti, I did mix up daddy.
Alright, sound good, you know. People fix it. When I get the sound now.
Ragashanti. Do you know how Richie feelings this, right? And you know me have to listen to your
Right
program
now, they
because you
fix
talk
it.
a crocus bag of things with
Alright,
scandal side of it.
Sonita said fix. Timisha said good now. Hey. Kevin Linton, you're late. You know she say good now. Kevin. Diva Frisky, large, watch out, man. Pilot Robinson, big up. Raga love you. Big up, Pilot Rabbit, watch out. Hey. Big up all Canadians with the pop down south out. Big up all Canadians with the pop down south out. Big up all Canadians with the pop down south out. Hey.
I need some An Blenda time.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Ready up. I would have to what Trini love.
An Blenda time.
Trini, I listen tonight. Well, you know you come from Canada too, you know, Trini. Trini, you come from Canada too. I be a pop down south out of Canada. Take care. Take it out. But look at me there, I big up all of the Canadian them with them pop down south out. I big up the Canadian with them pop down south out, and lo and behold, who really in a Trini? I don't know, it's a Trini up in Canada there, you know. Yeah, good pop down south out Canada people. I don't know what I before we don't know right, you know, because on the corner dark. I saw the thing set. People right away. You know what I'm saying? One of them don't know, so we have to edit up the classic Ragashanti live them. How many did I edit? And when I edit them, you know, when them shouting, be laughing me the pan. I mean, I know if you remember one of them big clash where one woman call in and say Biggie get beat up on one bag of something and thing, and the little girl call in and Biggie call in and I be a war. I edit up that one there, I want them mad. I don't know if you remember that one there when the little girl yo, Jamaica just sample, you know. The little girl's a Biggie shape bad because she shape like running water. Yo, I don't know people. Yo, I poetry that, you know, remember that kill there, you know. Remember that killer, man, when they look at 14-year-old girl Carleen and say, beginning on a shape because she catch her shape from running water. Yeah, and hey, just think about the imagery involved with that. Just think about the imagery involved with that. Jamaicans are sampling the people that laugh. And that's something we hear 11 years ago. And just hear it back on a murder. Yeah, the little girl Carleen and take it to Biggie because I know say, Biggie a German. Andrea Bonner, please don't start Andrea Bonner. Andrea, me and you cool. Big up yourself and big up your good gentleman and all these things. Andrea, we know say you're Canadian and Canada, you live and all. But Canada people start to pop down. That is what me hear. Me hear say Canada people start out pop down. Canada, nothing not going for Canada people start out. And that me hear. Me hear that left, right, and center. Right? Carmita, don't worry yourself. Me see now Butterbean, Angela Benjamin. Okay. Well, Karen Eli said, our start out can't pop down as a eater keep we warm. Watch ya? So if start out to keep you warm, then that make it good. In Karen, that thought they alone make it. Yo, that thought they alone confirm so on the start out pop. People, Karen Eli a defend the thing now. As a Canadian, she defend the thing now. Say Canada people start out, turn up. And you hear what she used to defend the thing? Canada people start out, don't pop down because I eat a keep you warm. That's like saying if you have one little space eater will keep you warm, that make it like a really good eater. Like seriously, Karen Eli? Seriously? Yeah, man, so back to the thing I tell you, man, when they look at 14-year-old Carl and the little girl say, Raga, I don't know go out for Biggie because Biggie shape like running water. Yo, Jamaicans, may I tell you, man, full of lyrics like, whoa. But anyway, that one day in a pipeline. That one day in the pipeline of forward and things, so I look out for that one day. But I think I know that same show they do. I remember, can you believe it, to a woman from Wisconsin, I think. She work in, what's the term, mortuary. But for we a dead house. A dead house she work. She work at dead house and she fix up her body, them and all these things. And I mean, I want like, grossing out or nothing, but yo, a dead body come in and thing and whatever, and one man come in and, when people drop out, all kind of thing happen with them nerves and them blood flow and thing. So the man come in with a piece of strength, Yeah, the man come in, stand up strong and everything. And one bag of something and the thing, up and thing and the man. So she, I look after her body and whatever, people, whether I don't like it or not. There's a thing called necrophilia. This is nothing new, but you have a whole heap of people who them like to sleep with people who pass. Now, it's mostly man do them something. Man do it with woman. I will not get in there. I don't want to gross too much. But women do it too. And the body they come in and thing and whatever, and she goes so boom. And she must see the general strength. Him dead, But he boss up, Because if I say up alive, that wouldn't take. Don't get him dead up alive. No, that would, yeah. But anyway, the boss up and ready. Dead and ready. Dead and still ready. Now, so the boss something up and she must see the strength and say, no, sir. At this I go for ways. I have to take one and fight. So she goes, I jump on it, and goes, bam, 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 and boom it off. And she said she's shocked when she feel like the body respond like, like it ejaculate. And thing and whatever, and boom, and she just jump off and all these things and whatever. And thing and so several weeks later now, she go forget her regular checkup and thing. And when she get the checkup, the doctor must pre certain things and whatever. And let's decide to give her a test and then give her a pregnancy test and come back and say, you're pregnant, And she must see the response and say, no. And the doctor say, you're pregnant. Same what you mean, Huh? And she go tell him what she have sex, who she have sex with and what. Now, the doctor is obligated by law to make a report because it's a criminal act that she do. Because she go tell the doctor, So she take one half of the dead body, with a big strength, you understand? So she mount up a dead body and go do all the something them with the dead body and all them thing there, whatever. She go tell the doctor. So the doctor was obligated to make a report to the appropriate authorities about the act, the vile act that she committed. When them do now, so them arrest her and thing and whatever, and there were some charges on the book about defiling the body and all these things and whatever. But anyway, the thing, that by itself, that by itself was just crazy. And again, unfortunately, that is not uncommon for people to defile deceased bodies for sexual means. But what at the cake was that she turned around now and sued the dead man estate for child support. Rockafages, clap for me. Let me hide myself in the... No grave cannot hold my body. Listen to me now, man. Master God, if you're not busy. Mr. People, 11 years ago, me read something that I know me I tell you so the thing mash up me head, I know me I tell you so the thing mash up me head, Imagine, you go rape half of people, generation, dead and whatever. Then dead body. You work in a dead house and you go mount up and sitting and whatever. And based upon, that's biology. When people dead, sometimes people dead, them not fully dead, So the body can involuntarily do certain things based upon certain form of stimulation. And apparently, whatever did I go on, I listen about this show, I make a point, I say, anybody who watch House, remember that series there? House, which is based on unusual, happenings, medical happenings, mysteries, medicinal mysteries, and how him always that solve a problem. But you can imagine now, you have a dead relative to rat it, and you did and mourn the dead relative and thing. Only for years, so one woman did go mount your dead relative and take one half of him. And not only that, come back and I sue the estate and I say, right, any money associated with a relative, a estate or him left and whatever, Child support. Yeah, boy. Crazy world. But anyway, I have a question and I'm going to take some, I want some phone call right here now to answer this question here, It's not a deep question. And again, me I edit the show them and some things I see come up in the show them and thing. I match them out and I match them out and all these things. So I'm going to the phone like, I'm going to ask you a question. And I want to call in and answer the question. So if you call from Jamaica, the number what? See there, it depends on the wait name there. 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996. If you call from the United States or Canada, the number 888-546-8742, 888-546-8742, 888-546-8742. People, if ants, if ants, wanna know ants? Yeah, ants. 9 little ants there. The black one, some black, some brown. Most of them black. If ants, we ever saying in a Jamaica, ants follow fat, meaning ants follow anything was sweet. And that's what they think there. If ants take up a woman dildo, if ants attracted to a woman dildo, if ants go out of them way for line up big congregation for a woman dildo, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because I will be a listen back to show that dead, I call my virgin and thing or whatever. We catch up in an argument about it. Me not tell you which side me. One of them is my question, not gonna hear which side me take. Him call for him brethren. We argue about it. Me call somebody else. Well, him did agree with me. But we are debating. If ants take up a woman dildo, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Give me a call and tell me what you think. If we're not the United States, yo, suppose you don't hear the debate. You don't think so we in a college to write. You don't think we in a university that debate something seriously intellectual when we look on the different layers and the different ways you could interpret this matter and whatever. But if ants take up a woman dildo, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Give me a call and tell me what you think. 888-546-8742 if you're in the United States or Canada. 888-546-8742. 888-546. May I look on the post them already? May I look on the post? Prezi! Oh. May I look on the post them already? 888-546-8742. Right? 888-546-8742 if you're calling from America or Canada. Or if you're calling from Jamaica, the number is 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Give me the call, President.
No, very that you ask a question about the answer of what now,
What? Me no hear what you say.
Yeah, I have a question about answer of what. Now, I see it first. Wait until you finish.
No, but hold on. You're not calling for answer the question.
Yeah. Is that a good thing, yes, with answer of what, yes?
Hold on. Don't listen to the radio when you talk to me. We're not for hear it, Papa.
All right, Raga. All right,
You never hear the question.
No, I'm not getting the question. I'm just sign just through, you know.
Oh, all right then. Go and meds it then, and if anything, shoot me back. All right.
Raga.
No, what me ask is, if ants take over a woman dildo, is that a good thing or a bad? President, don't hide the wall. President, push this over here. So let me see the wall. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Let's see, I know. Brother, easy now. That is a bad thing.
Why is that bad? Why is that a bad thing? Why is that a bad thing?
Why is that bad thing? All right. Remember, you know, all right. Ants full of fat, like ants full of sugar and them things, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, but you know, after they really sweet.
Yeah.
That's for life.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
So you believe it's a good thing? You believe it's a good thing?
Well, what I say, in a sense, it's a good thing. But I can't make fun of it and then call him up.
All right, that's our word, man. That's our word. Blessing. All right, sir. Okay. All right, the general say I'm call back. Prezi! My God, man. Prezi! You there, man? Prezi, don't leave, man. No, Prezi, you can't leave. Me all I say it for here now. You can't leave, Prezi, man. You can't leave me alone in here. Are you around the board, dog? So when somebody for hang on the phone for hang up on them something in a day and this a guan or whatever, it's embarrassing, President. All right? You cannot walk out. And it chew me off. All right, back to thing now, people. Somebody post about medically something is wrong. Not a thing wrong with the woman more than she never wash off a dildo good. Right? Or even if she never wash off a dildo good. What it did is sweet. Is that an incorrect conclusion on my part, right? Now, I can't understand if we don't beat her and say she don't wash off the dildo good, right? But is it absolutely critical that them things they like them off it us if them not wash perfectly one time? Is that really something bad? Is that really that terrible? Hello, Carla.
Reggae.
Yes, Mr. Combs.
You get the answer already?
No, I not look for one answer. I just want to hear what people think. When you turn up Mr. Combs and I can't hardly hear Mr. Combs.
I don't know what going. I know what. Would you hear me better?
No, man, I them for turn you. Turn up Mr. Combs. Jamaica, turn up Mr. Combs. Hello, yeah, Mr. Combs, go on.
Yeah, well, 2 minutes, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing, but if you woman wash off it good, no hands can't pull out, you're nasty.
So you say nasty, the woman nasty, because you know she didn't wash off it.
Wash it off good.
Okay, so a nasty woman then, who not wash her dildo good. Make answer for light up.
You don't put your hands much for that, you know.
What that go what?
If you don't wash it off and put on, the hands much mold up and suck up there, eat it off with your money.
What you say, and you should wash it good, the answer, I'm going to take it and suck off for the panny?
Yes.
I eat that. Because you say suck off first and then you say eat off. Okay. Okay. What you say, suck and eat, I same thing?
Actually,
oh, okay. I just listen what you ask.
All right, tell me something. When the time we know a hawk, we have no store the ants them.
In a Noah Ark, when store the ants them?
Yeah.
Then I must...
Get that PL thing, you know, where did you put soldiers?
Where did it... Then the ants not easy thing for storing or anything, Mr. Combs.
Which part? Time some of them are weak. If you squeeze them hard, then where would you ants them? A PL what in here?
Mr. Combs. Ants them, you can't get them from a little piece of shelf or whatever. You know, for what you must wonder is where... Hold on. Why you must... What? You know what me the think about with Noah's Ark?
Yeah.
And you know, say from a little bit, me the kind of have an inquiring mind and smart, you know? Me feel me smart from a little bit, you know? Right? All right. You know which is the biggest mammal on Earth? Hey, Mr. Combs?
No.
It's a blue whale. It's a blue whale, you know.
So me, yeah.
And you know, so hold on. So you know, so the ark take two of every animal, male and female, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Tell me something, Mr. Combs. Where the fish them did go? Where the blue whale them did go? Where all of the shark them did go? Where them go?
Me don't know, but why two dogs, a male dog and a female, all these pass the outside and people see them and they come and open disgrace. Why?
Why what?
Two dogs a country, Jamaica, about in the world.
Yeah.
You see them outside pass now. Why? Why cause it?
What you mean why cause it? When dog have sex on them each?
Yeah.
What you mean? Me not understand.
Hold on. Me here say, when everything done, I check off everybody, what after the doing stuff, I check off everybody have to pay everything.
Yeah.
You can't find brother dog.
Oh.
And you go about and the brother goat. 7% no one, I still get tired and weary. What are you looking for? You say see the dog, you can't find the dogs them.
Okay.
And you take the goat, say, come here man, come and show you them. See them also, I said some fast enough. No, I said what? After all the disaster and when we go through tribulation, you will be doing that. I know what cost them. Say every eye shall be over the crossroad.
every eye shall behold you at the crossroad when them a do them something. Oh, so that's why we always I say dog are itching a public because no one did condemn them, don't?
Curse them.
Okay. Interesting.
Right, and the reason why dog kill goat so often, a dog you can't use, and the goat you can't use to know.
That's why dog no carrying. That's why dog no like goat because a goat go inform on the dog them.
Yeah, for the goat to see him rock and out you know so come here, man, and you go and know see him.
All right.
So
Okay.
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 You sound good or bad? You sound good or sound bad?
Huh?
You sound good or you sound bad?
No, you know, never you do that, Mr. Coombs.
What?
Never you give a joke and ask if a joke good or bad.
All right,
No, hold on. That's like that. Hold on. That's like, you know, you start out a woman and you ask her if it is good or bad.
Then the woman won't say if it's nice or not nice.
Exactly. If you have to ask, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. Okay, you follow me. All right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, all right.
All right, Mr. No, you're not for telling me no more.
All right. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Coombs, I love you. Blessings. I bless you. Mr. Coombs say, why you another one? No, men don't misinterpret what I just said. Communication is good. Sometimes it's good to ask a lady, like you can neatly check in, depending on the relationship, because very often women would love to share some things with you men, but them know how fragile, you know, man ego can be, and you know, they don't do that. Or some of them, they just conditioned not to say anything at all. But nothing wrong in, you know, you can ask and kind of check in and have an idea, you know, and kind of get the woman input when you're not doing a thing and whatever. You know, on some level, the best person to tell you how to please her is a woman, you know, so, and thing. But it also helps if you can angle your business and can do what you know, what you have to do and thing, and based upon how you execute your thing, and the response where you get from her, if she not fake it like Navlet, right? Navlet, what she will fake it for you. But if she not fake it or whatever, and based on her response, you can usually have a good sense of the impact of that which you are delivering, okay? Make a well break, we soon forward.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Yeah, man, welcome back up in the juggling and sitting and thing, you know. I want them to Saturday or Christmas and whatever. Yo, Saturday, we're going to have a little free up same way, all right? So, no, just come in. We're going to feel it out and thing and you know, so we're going to have a free up on Saturday, you know. Saturday, 8 o'clock, Ragashanti TV over YouTube, free up same way. We'll see what I go on. You never know, there might be some surprises and things. A lot of people don't go out on Christmas night, you know. I mean, for whatever reason. When me there at Jamaica upon Christmas, well, at Christmas evening, me did always keep my Mixup An Blenda show them a national arena. Those were the days, man. So people, on the year when me talk to Mr. Coombs a while ago, me say, yeah, guys, you don't know when them talk about Noah and me hear say blue whale are the biggest mama. Blue whales are like ginormous. They're enormous. You know, huge, massive. And I ain't gonna say I be a little fish them name, but no. But anyway, someone asked a question a while ago. Somebody say, yo, but where the blue whale them they go in the ark, you know? Where the fish them they go? Where all of the fish them they go? Where two of each kind of fish, where them go? People, you know, say somebody on the Facebook, Vince Miller, I got post. So in response to that question I asked, Vince Miller post the following. Raga, remember say fish can't swim, you know? Really, Vince? Like, For real? Wow! No, what? Vince, hold on. Hold on. Prezi, you hear me say the man post that tell me. He said, no, but fish can't swim, rather. Fish, you know, fish can't. Yeah, Vince. Yeah, thank you for making me know that here. Because I tell you that one that did a beat me, you know. That one that did a butter me wicked. I just couldn't figure it out at all. But thank you for your confirmation. Like, seriously. Like, fish can't really swim. Wow, amazing. Who would have thunk it? Who would have... Seriously, fish can't swim, Vince. Like, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for really, make me know that. But I think what Vince is trying to say, but never come out with it that way then, is that the ark built for the flood. So, if fish them probably did a swim around the ark. I am assuming that's probably where I'm the ones. As the Karen Eli jump in there. Exactly, Vince. It was flood, so they would have been in the water. Why would they be in the ark? People, the Bible never said nothing about any fish in the water, you know. The Bible never said nothing about no fish that follow the ark, you know. When them show you the picture with Noah's ark, who by the way is a white man, and him family, the whole of them white. I want the name Japheth or sitting like so down. Be a white people in a Noah's ark. And when anytime we see Noah's ark, we never see a pair of all of the fish them back. Anytime we see Noah's ark, and I dare anybody to come disagree me with. Anytime when we grew up on the show with Noah's ark and whatever, we always see two of every species a walk go up the plank or go into the ark. And all accounts of it is always that everything did in the ark. So I better not tell me say no did have one gigantic pool in the ark where all I fish them or something like so. But then the question is, how them get in? Even if I that, how them get in the ark? Because no account was made of that. So none of them can't go around me with this, you know. Because this is something where they let me tell you people, when I grew up, you see, there's some little something where bother me. I was always a thinker. Prezi, you know what it boggled my mind as a little picnic? Every time I see one ambulance, you know, the word ambulance on the front right back way, you know. You follow me? I you know, says a youth, I just conclude, say, first I say, somebody I work a prank, man. Somebody go around and write the ambulance and back way up on the front of the ambulance. I say, why would somebody be so mischievous and I do them something there? Me and I look at mine in a big, all in my mind is me alone see it and figure it out to somebody I do it, you know. Yeah. And I thought that right through my youth I grew up, all when me a teenager, me did still think the same thing. And I wonder, yo, somebody just a go run. And I ride ambulance back way, on the front of all of the ambulance. Then you know, then me go travel and go England and me go see the same thing. Me backside, a crisis nearly take me, people. Me say crisis nearly take me. Because me go England. The first time I travel to England, me go London. And me see the ambulance with the word ambulance right back way, on the front of the ambulance and thing and whatever. And again, me just did it from my youth up to when I go to England, I was about 18. So when me did it and whatever, it is, when me start driving up people, and one day me go looking at my rear view mirror and see one ambulance back at me. And I saw me see the word written the right way. So when you are looking at your rear view mirror, the ambulance are right back way upon the ambulance, you are seeing it clearly that there's an ambulance behind you. You don't have to figure it out and whatever. And at this me realize that is why them ride the ambulance backwards. All right. May I get back to the ark? If there's anybody I'm going to see if you know what name it, because at the time, I did embarrass and shame, but you know, I don't know Raga now. For them something, I'm not shame tree for them something. See, thank you, Timisha. Thank you. Because enough people never know, you know. It's enough people never know, but them don't want to admit it. But you, me at that stage of my life, no, I can't admit them something. No, I'm not lying, you know, when I realize I did embarrass, you know. Embarrassed like, whoa, yo. I tell you, big and serious, I did embarrass. But, and I was 18 years old, so when you figure it out, it was a no-brainer. But you know, when you really think about it, you know, there is one salient fact that make understanding this. See, the Paulette McQueen says same way. Karen Eli said, oh, it's right that way for drivers to see the correct way in their rear view mirror. Like me never just said that. I saw she go on, man. Leave her alone, I'm a friend. But a whole heap of people never know that. Tomorrow, Markland said, I learned something new. Thank you. They never know it. That's when me I 18, me figure it out. But at them look at something that me always I think about and thing, you know. Because I don't tell them, say me get conk in my head. I don't know conk in Jamaica is when somebody use one of them knuckles and lick in your head. Don't ask me how the name where it come. I don't know. I don't know where that one they come from. I just Prezi, you know what is conk? You know when you get conk in your head, you know that. Okay. Them not really use conk anymore, you know, but you know, some Jamaicans still know. So I get conk in my head and box pan, not like good box, you know, like one little slap on my chin. When me ask a question about who make God, and when me ask you know, who can go sleep, who can have baby with, and thing and then. Yeah, man, but from man a youth and all them things that me always perplexed by some little weird something, you know. You know. And some of them have, you know, simple explanation. I just me never know. When me just come a foreign, me just wonder how me never see squirrel at night time. And when they clearly them gone on them bed, but me they just kinda, me just never used to the idea that, you know, you have some animals that want to come out at day, you know, see them at night time. But you know, one day I meditate and I say, well, I don't really see raccoon at day now. One time I see a raccoon at daytime. They want to come out at night time. So you have some animal that come out. And Prezi, you ever meditate yet and you never think, I'm just meeting about them foolishness, no? Right? Like, Prezi saying that. But you ever see squirrel at night time? I was just like, with them there? Like at daytime, them just stuff up a place and whatever. Like, so squirrel go to bed early. You understand? Like, but what me I say with the ambulance thing though, if you really understand, say, if you don't grow up used to care, it makes sense that you only get that right away. Because me never grew up around car. A bus me take, right? A bus me take. We used to call it minibus and robot. And them something that me grew up on. So, me no know that's something that I drive and I look in a rear view mirror. So people who are from that space, who, you know, we just, you know, we're not predisposed to think that way and to like wonder what would be the purpose of writing this word backwards on an emergency vehicle. You know, we wouldn't readily get it. We wouldn't readily get it. It's understandable. Yo, our Vince na vex, you know. Vince, I hope you understand how Raga juggling and about a vex. Because I notice I don't see a post on the wall like, you know, why you vex say, me bitter you. I say, yeah, tell me, say, but the fish them can't swim. Got me get where you did I say about the flood and whatever. I'm just going to make fun of it anyway. But anyway, back to the dildo, you know. People, I can understand it. People I say, boy, she never washed the dildo. And thing because I can't tell you, say, well, let me be careful. Oh, I was about to say something about me for driver. Jamaican and Caribbean women, they treat those things very differently from a Missy American woman do. And I'm not discriminating or anything. I just want to know. Jamaican and Caribbean women are very, very particular, right? In fact, them go to them way for wash them dildos, them and them vibrator. Them. Wash it and I don't even a regular wash. I don't even like no water wash off and all them something then. And this is something a woman explained to me and all these things. And one time, well, me not go say about it. But yeah, women, them just wash it with soap and all these things and whatever. And curiously, there are women who I know who have to oil it down too, man. Them have to oil it down with this and that and whatever, and them put it up back neat and them something there and whatever. But some women just use it and put it down and take it back and use it when them want, put it down. And thing. Yeah. I mean, I make no judgment against anybody, but because I don't have what them use it with, so I am not privy to some of the sensitivities associated with that. Why you have to go to your way to make it so clean, but I can just imagine why. At the same time, for women who don't, a woman in her own space and know herself and know her body or whatever. I don't necessarily see it as like this huge deal breaker in terms of like, is she nasty or is she not? I don't see it as that big a deal. But in listening back, the classic when that may edit for post soon. It came up like somebody calling with a mix-up and she had done, somebody and I say, yeah, the woman where answer take up her vibrator or whatever, and she had done that, whatever. And just like now, my response was like, well, is that something necessarily bad? In a Jamaican context, like, ants fall fat, ants love sweet, ants love niceness, and whatever. Is that something we can just laugh about and be cool about and whatever? But for her, it was like a big diss, where she could have called him on radio and done the woman with whatever. Ants fall her vibrator, ants take up her vibrator. I don't see it as anything bad. But in the context where it was though, it was with the woman was a helper, and she worked with this uptown woman, and the woman, helper, as we say in Jamaica, helper is equivalent to helper and day's worker is equivalent to up here maid, I don't know, housekeeper. What did I say, Prezi? When we say helper, what them calling people up here? Like housekeeper? That's how it go, housekeeper. And that we call, that would be the American equivalent fee. Okay. But the issue was, she put her underwear in the laundry for the helper hand wash, right? And the helper do it one time. And then she keep on and do it back again. So the helper will leave out her underwear. And then she get upset about it. And then start walk and call up the helper name. How incompetent the helper is and whatever. And something about the helper, whatever. But the employer got upset that the helper wasn't washing her underwear. And my mother was a helper. And my mother never liked that something. My mother used to work for one woman at Washington Gardens, whose name will remain on me. Well, she's passed away now anyway. But she used to watch with this woman I watch. And I remember when I look at picnic, because my mother did day's work, She got clean for a full day as a helper. So I remember my mother was like, I remember one time my mother was just agonizing over it. So she wash the woman underwear. But here what me I bring up right here now. I want to hear what I have to say about it. My mother did wash for man too, you know. You know, she do days work for man. My mother never have no problem with washing man them underwear. In fact, sometimes she joke about things about the man them underwear, which we're not getting, you know. But you don't know what we're talking about, like streaks or whatever. You know, and it was just a joke for her. In fact, without getting into details, use your imagination. In retrospect, in remembering what my mother used to say, one could make an argument that, yeah, like some of them man the underwear did more dirty, untidy than the woman them underwear. The more wealthy upper middle class people them who my mother used to wash for. And of course, there's a gendered element there. There is something going on there where I guess it is less demeaning for a woman to wash a man's underwear than it is for a woman to wash another woman's underwear. Again, logic would suggest that there is some sort of contradiction or inconsistency there. You know, one would first say, well, to be, to have some sort of equilibrium established. If you just now wash some other people underwear, you just now wash underwear, male or female. But, so anybody will make the argument and say, no, just not wash anybody underwear, male or female. Them are going to say, so why you okay I wash the man them underwear, but you know, wash the woman them underwear. But I remember, distinctly, there was this passionate opposition on the part of helpers. And there was this whole dance, because they don't want to lose them job. But at the same time, they just thought that it was just one of the most demeaning and disrespectful things those employers could do. It's like them wash and clean anything else. Don't give them under, even if you wear the underwear, even if the woman wear the underwear one time and not at the point, it's like, no, don't come tell me about me for wash the drawers. Now care how much money you pay me. Like, don't do it. Like, and for them, it's like the fact that the woman would do it is just, again, it was just like an awful disrespect as far as they were concerned. Is there something particularly disrespectful about a woman asking another woman to wash her underwear, to pay her to wash her underwear, that can be distinguished from a man paying an employee to wash his underwear in an I'm laundry? Is there something to be understood there? Is there a justified difference there that one has to understand why a woman would find it abhorrent, repulsive, disgusting, despicable, dehumanizing, insensitive for a woman appear somebody, a helper, for wash her clothes and put her underwear in it? Is there something to be understood why that is categorically demeaning and disrespectful, as opposed to a man do it where there is no problem there? Want to help me understand why I'm going right this? So somebody say, before I was juggling work, I spent hours as a laundering, so on, so at the laundromat. People dropped off everything to go in the washing machine. Everything. Karen writes some things I can't read out all what she write. we can't read out what Karen right, but Karen is saying that there are some particular things about a woman that a woman don't want to get involved with when it comes to dealing with that garment. But Karen, is it? Yeah, but if we're talking about sanitary issues, shouldn't the same apply to the men them too, who women talk every day? Man always a streak and all. In fact, couldn't an argument to be made that, well, if you really think about it, the man them situation worse. You know, if we're talking about sanitary reasons, you know. Is it inconsistent? You know? Or is there some deeper things going on here where, I don't know, women are socialized to feel more comfortable addressing those kind of things with men rather than doing so with women? Because once you get in that realm now, you start really look on the broader reasons, and you understand why, for example, no, but that the converse, no, my women about to say that is a converse, you know. Well, let me take that back, because you know, like, men who, Jamaican men, if them are go urologist, them no want go to no male urologist. Them want go to a female urologist. And you know why? Which, you know, one would think that if you go to a man about man issues, that the man is already predisposed to understand the issue then better than a woman would. Just like if a woman go to a woman about woman delicate issues, particularly when they're internally oriented, that a woman is more predisposed to understand certain little subtleties and nuances about what go on with woman than a man would. But because of the other larger gender issues and things that we're socialized with in terms of, you know, what is, what you're comfortable with and what we're not comfortable with and whatever, some people would, you know, reject that logic and not go to somebody who is more likely qualified to understand them. And then it differs by gender too. Because most women prefer to go to a female gynecologist. But most men do not prefer to go to a male urologist. But I think that some of those issues are going on with somebody in Facebook said people must wash their own underwear. That's a personal thing. No one should feel comfy having strangers wash their drawers. Worse, they are not sick. All right? Colleagues, culture plays a big role. We might take offense when other women see this as a job and performing a paid task. It depends on the person, and it's about comfort. Well, that was the stance of the employers, that I'm paying you to wash my clothes, and underwear, they're part of my clothes. So you should wash my underwear. And again, remember, people, this is a time when helpers hand wash. At Jamaica, we are talking about, so helpers hand wash. But, no, I'm interested to hear what you think about it, because there's probably some things I don't understand right there. So I'm interested to hear your perspective. So give me a call and tell me what you think about this, all right? Again, if you're calling from the United States or Canada, the number is 888-546-8742, 888-546-8742, 888-546-8742. And if you're calling from Jamaica, the number is 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996. 4996. 876 676 4996. And while I see if any of the call in upon that, as I'm well aware, I be here shopping and all these things are going out the road right now for Christmas Saturday. And while we are talking about that, people, there's good and bad news with this Omicron thing, so I want to just keep in mind what I'm going. The bad news is it has spread faster than the other variant. The good news is I think the authorities are correct when they say, yeah, the variant, yeah, it has spread fast, but it is not March 2020. That is true. What some people don't want to admit, and I don't want to get into this vaccination war thing or whatever. But all right, before me soon say something for it, because I don't want nobody go jump on it and thing. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Greetings, bossy.
Yeah, don't make me hear the radio in my background, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear it now? Yeah.
Yeah, just move her from it and make them turn it down and turn it off. All right, go on talk. Yeah, go on talk.
No, man, I said to Mr. Raga, no.
Yeah, Raga, yeah, talk to, yeah.
Yeah. Every woman should watch it. Yeah, man, I say.
Well, on, you know, so I still hear it in my background, Papa. You can't make them turn it down and turn it. Yeah, please, you know. Because it loop when we hear. Yeah. Hello? All right, we see if anybody call or the caller call back. Look out if him a call back here. And people want to call, please. We can't hear the radio in the background. Remember, you're getting a delayed broadcast. So one, don't call in and try to listen and hear yourself. Two, if you call in and somebody else there are listening, move away from the radio. One chance, all right? Just move away from the radio so we don't hear the radio in the background, because then you don't really understand that the technicality. But when it loop, it disorient people like me and all it. But anyway, yes, I'm not really talking anymore about this COVID thing, because people on both sides of the debate, them, you know, it's gotten senseless, it's gotten ridiculous, and it is and some of the argument is just emotions. It's just emotions, and people get pissed off with this and that and whatever and all these things. And everybody attack and cuss and get defensive and them. Some not really whatever. But what I'll say, what I do know is this, and this is rationally speaking. We're at a very different point with it, in that this variant Omicron that is spreading, less people are dying from it. That are the first thing. You know, per capita percentage, less people are dying from it. Of the people that are dying from it is mostly the unvaccinated, and that is proven. That is so less people, significantly less people are dying, you know, and the numbers of the deaths are increasing. Where it will go, I don't know, but I'm just telling you right now what it is. But it's less compared to what it was when the thing did just bust. And second, people who are vaccinated, significantly less of those people end up in hospital for respiratory reasons, or, you know, for serious breathing reasons and them something like that. So the people who are vaccinated are doing better, right?
Hey, turn it down.
Is there a call coming in? But basically, we're at a very different spot right now, which is good, and we should be thankful. Again, I'm not telling nobody what them to do. That is not what I'm saying. But I would suggest, though, irrespective of what you think about it, though, that it wouldn't hurt if you be careful when you go out and thing. And if don't get caught up with certain things where you hear some people who have politicized this, particularly the mask thing, and get caught up with them like a war and all them something that we are going. But you know what is interesting? Yeah, I noticed that all those people who are the leading high-powered figures, against masks and all these things and whatever, and don't tell me what to do and them something there. And don't tell me if I take the vaccination. All of those people, they have taken the vaccination. They have taken the vaccine. All of them take the vaccine. A lot of them don't want to admit it. Over and over again, we see them in interviews on TV, and when people ask them the standard, the party line responses, no, people should be able to choose whether or not they want to do it or not. For some people are asking, have you taken the vaccine? Well, people should. But you've been telling people, you've been politicizing this thing and saying, no, don't do whatever, the vaccine or do nothing, and this and that, and it's only the flu and whatever. Have you taken the vaccine? The Fox News hosts and all of them no want answer. Because them take it. Now we see most of them are come out quietly. Yo, Ringy come out recently. President said Ringy come out and say, him take it. Him take the vaccine. Well, when him take the vaccine, he might take the booster too. Right? So people, I suggest to you, be careful, Where you not follow out there and thing. If I feel strongly about something, I feel strongly about something and thing. But it sounds, some people, you have some, all right, let me take a call. I have one other important point to take. All right, make. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Yes, greetings.
Hello?
Yes, greetings.
Greetings. I'm going to buy a credit,
Oh, I'm sorry. What you do?
My buy credit. I don't take any vaccine as yet. Country girl in the building.
Country girl, wagwan, boo-boo, wagwan.
Me there a pumpkin, how are you?
You there upon what?
Me there a pumpkin, me there.
Hold on, the radio not playing in the background. Eh?
I know, really, me play my radio in a part of the people, them radio turn up in them out, some of them move from the people, them out.
All right, move us some in the ear in the background. So wagwan.
But then I'm not saying that students say hi, I'm not even know your topic, but me still want to say hi.
Okay, nah man, they don't know say you can't call in and say hi anytime, man. We give thanks, man. Everything jiggy.
But that's why we say hi, because me a Rasta now, hi.
Hi. What you say, you're not here now?
Call it so.
What you mean call it so? What?
Just put in for red and white here today, so call it so me a not in a red and white.
Okay. So you're fashion dread right you know?
Yeah. I'm just calling to say hi.
No, man, respect and blessings, man. Respect for that yearly and thing, all right? And bless up yourself and everything. Nice.
I'm talk them to dig you up. You know, Onik,
Yeah.
Jive.
Yeah.
You know, the whole crew, Dan Juma. Everybody just have to big you up and say hi, and don't mind them drop you like Chirani one day to come and kill you. So.
No worries.
That's what we lot of with that.
Nah, man, no worry yourself, man. I'm a drop at Jamaica, man. I have time and thing. I know some of that was one wedding like right next to like recently in the October there. But don't worry yourself, man. When I drop down there and thing and whatever, come, I need for no donkey lane, you understand? All this time and whatever. I need for roll up in a donkey lane, the famous donkey lane, where you make famous, you understand? Big up yourself, man, all right?
You need to know country and same way. You need to compare two balls and country for you same way.
It goes some, man. I say a word, man, all right?
All right, bless up and I say a word.
Yeah, man, love and blessings. Cool. The great country girl Latino and thing. All right, give me the next call. Hello? All right, no? Hello?
calling for Ragashanti, you know.
Yes, man, I rock at this. Hello?
Himself.
Yeah, I rock at this. Call him sound low enough, President.
Yeah, man, big up yourself.
Yeah,
Calling
better.
from St. Mary, your place.
Yes, man. I which part of St. Mary you call from?
Retirement, lucky, like your friend, my sister, your long time friend, sister, this.
My long time friend. Careful, you know, friend. You talk about St. Mary. Careful what you say, you know.
I said nothing more. I said long time friend. I social friend me talk about Reggae, so I not say
Oh. No, but no. They don't know what is. So, long time friend, sister. Which friend, sister? Which friend is? Which friend, sister?
Sammy Drew, we come usual the while.
Oh.
Sammy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Samantha.
Miss Valerie, Mas Baba.
Yeah, all right. Where we say a while ago?
My mother, Miss Valerie, Mas Baba.
Oh, yes, man. Love Miss Valerie, man. Love her like cook food, man.
Me know, man, big up yourself. Me there listen, man, and me say me have a call. All the man supposed to wash their underwear. No man not supposed to put on underwear if you not help her wash and nastiness that.
But what if them say, no, but me pay for wash all of my clothes, I'm underwear, and my clothes. I'm sorry, them for what? Because of that, them saying, I mean, I say me support them, I just tell you what them say. What about the argument?
No, me not support that. Me not. Listen, you can't, I help, I can't wash it, you know, but me think you should even wash it out when you're bed. But don't put on no dirty underwear if nobody come wash. Come on.
No, but
I don't think that is healthy.
No, but here we go on. You know, say, that thing the way people like you do who come from our background, our humble background or whatever. Middle class woman and uptown woman don't do that. Something there about wash out them and wash out them underwear when them, that's something that when we say them not do it at all, you know. It's non-existent up in a for them circle, you know. Them don't even know how to do that something there, you know.
They're not for wear none then.
But Tambourine, no, but you're outside of here. What you mean, woman? What you mean, woman? I'm not for wearing the underwear.
Rata, what you say? Come not too oil. Me a country girl, I'm not buy now.
Yeah.
Come on, Raga. You imagine all that time of the month there, and you go put on all that.
Yeah. And that's the thing. But all right, why is it then that I may tell you from when my mother used to talk about it, say from way back. Why is it then that the woman them, when them a help a fair man, them not have no problem of washing man them underwear, but them have a problem of washing woman them underwear? Why?
Me don't really know, but to me, I think, I say a female and a male is different.
How?
You're not going to see no little thing in a man brief or underwear so easy, but you will see it in a female speaking.
Oh,
you know?
okay. So, but what's this thing where them I say, man, not care how, whatever, most man left some kind of little streak or whatever, this or that. So how is that different then from the woman them then?
Well, me don't know about that part, you know. Me don't know about the man that left no streak. The man that streak, Raga.
Oh, God. No, but, that's some of the things that we're just, curious about and whatever. But I think there's a larger issue there in terms of gender, them bigger issues that were in terms of what people comfortable with, and then it's working. Those larger issues are working their way into the definition of what is nasty here and thing and what is disrespectful. Because I remember my mother was very opposed.
Still,
go on.
Probably through me a country girl, you know.
Right. My mother
but
too, right?
Look here, man, come on.
Hello?
You can't show it in there and yourself.
Everybody have their little machine now, do so not well, not everybody, but most people have a little
Most
thing.
people,
Yeah.
if I were even those who are making in China.
Yeah. No, but when I tell you though, I didn't know this because I just grew up around woman who once them take off them underwear, them wash it out, and then we can, them wash everything again a second time. But uptown women, they don't do that at all. Middle class Jamaican women, upper class, them, it's not even part of them culture to do that.
Anyway, Raga, I'm going to go and tune in because through me I listen to long the credit around.
All right. Sorry, man. Yeah, man. Blessings. Here.
Big up yourself.
And big up Samantha and the little one there. Here.
Yeah, man, I will.
All right, then. Cool. Yeah. Hello.
Mark.
Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah.
I don't believe that employer should leave them underwear for the helper to wash. I think the employer should wash it herself.
Okay.
Because she don't go and see her start wash it,
But what if the employer don't know how for what them not grew up so, and the only reason why them hire helper is that the helper can wash them underwear and them other clothes though? What if the employer don't know nothing like that and whatever? And what if the employer is actually a nice person, a nice, kind person? Nice, kind, decent woman who treat people with respect and whatever, but she was just not raised washing her clothes. And she got away for say, I'm going to hire somebody for do this and thing and whatever. And she don't know how to do it and whatever, so she hire somebody for do it, and that is where she's coming from. What if that is the case?
Well, rather, me used to work, do domestic work. And me always tell myself, me not do that.
You not wash no woman underwear?
No. If the children one, I will wash the children one. If the woman old, that is a different thing.
Right,
but if she young, me nah wash none for her.
Okay.
If wash them herself.
And if you were a helper for a man, you'd have any problem with wash female underwear?
No.
No, so you'd have wash the man underwear?
Yes, but not the woman. Sometimes
not the woman.
Then bring it further than this, so in a Raga, because when they see you start wash that, they go on till they put on something else to you for dispose of all those, and then something there.
I see what you said now. So it's like once you open the door there with them just get Hold on. Woman them do that with helper to give helper them something for dash for too?
Yeah man.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong. That no.
Yeah, man.
That gone far. You're not supposed to ask helper for show them the personal feminine things that you use. No. That's
one lady, me that work with that me have a friend.
Yeah.
She that work upstairs and me work downstairs. We used to do domestic work.
Yeah.
And she used to say the lady start give her some panties wash and so, and she start wash them.
Yeah.
And at the time the lady move.
Yeah.
You know the lady do Raga?
What?
The lady leave them there, the business there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And hang it up in a one tree. Put it in a plastic bag and hang it up in a one tree. And cause she, the helper, to come dispose of it because she never want the landlord come see them. Right?
Oh,
you know,
my
and the landlord see it hang up and go say, what that? And go find out. So she and me even follow her go around there. Go get rid of them.
Hold on. But explain what was the reason for her to spend the time and the energy and to negotiate that space, so walk go out to the tree, for put them something in a bag and walk go to the tree and go hang it up in the tree? Why? I don't understand why she do all of that when if she have time for do all of that and she have time for put it in a bag and time for whatever this and that means that she could have used all the time to get rid of it then, for dash it away in a decent way. But I don't understand why she got put it up in a tree. What happened?
Well, she used to hang it up in the tree, right?
For what?
And she moved now. She never remember. She get rid of it.
No, me know, but what she, no. What I don't understand is what she hang it up in the tree. All right, this was her practice for hang it up in the tree. So when she hang it up in the tree, what she do? Why she hang it up in the tree?
She never get the chance to dispose of
No.
it.
What I'm saying is, I'm saying is, since it was a regular practice for hang it up in the tree.
Yeah.
Wait, and why did she me I'll tell you that. Why was it her practice for hang it up in the tree, and what happened to it after it hang up in the tree?
Raga, I don't know. My friend just called me and tell me, say, me fi follow her go round there. And she tell me, say, the lady move. Coming at him, didn't want to say they move.
Voila. Was it a one-off thing for she hang it up in the tree, or that is what she usually do?
No. It was not a one-off.
So it's a regular thing then for she hang it up in the tree?
It's a regular thing, but she never want the landlord.
And she gonna forget the last one because she move and she forget the last. But me still not understand, why would a woman, after she use her feminine products, end up and hang them up in the tree every time when she don't use them? And where them end up after she hang them up in the tree? Me don't know. Why was that practice in place to the point where when she move, she forget the last one where she hang up in the tree? That's my last, right? That's all, you know. Me
last, that's what myself to Raga. I was lost. Because me say, what? When she said something, me say, what? Me say, you sure? She say, yes. When me go around, then me say, I show them phone, I still never did I go on them time there.
Yeah. What you think, say, like, when she take it out, she don't want it round her, she don't want to flush it, so she go hang it up in the tree outside, and then she usually go take it up back and go dash it. What you think of something like that?
Well, could be. Could be.
But me just, women are usually so, circumspect with that I just can't imagine somebody going to end that up in a tree.
And call a lady.
If you go take it up.
The lady has to make a big fire. A big fire, Raga.
For what?
To get rid of them.
To get rid of them? For burn them.
Yeah, me tell her, me follow her, go around there.
Oh,
and I hear me here say, and me and her, the girl was my friend. And me tell her, say she work upstairs and me work downstairs.
Right.
So we are friends. Right? So I saw, me see she make up the fire. And I feel she was cursing her the night and I did something.
Whoa.
It was so embarrassing.
No, this is embarrassing. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And again,
woman,
go on.
As a woman, me feel a way. As a woman,
me
didn't feel a way. And my friend didn't feel a way because she has to look there now. She called me if you come dash get rid of this. She hold harder.
All right, but she did take it too far. But you still, what you say, because when I ask you that question, you laugh, because you realize, something, you still, you still not have no idea why you're comfortable washing men's underwear but not women's underwear in the capacity of as an employee. You still don't know why?
Rather, as me tell you, say sometimes they not stop. They're not stopping.
No. What me said, no. Me know we talk about that. So them not stop. So but open the door. But what I'm saying, I get the sense that it's still the case that you feel disgusted if you work for a man or whatever, and him say and him briefing and everything. You feel disgusted by that.
No.
Because
woman underwear sometimes she have different things.
Okay.
Different color things.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. All right. Blessings in a Brittany. All right.
Rather, you have to call me.
I was sorry. Sorry, man. Osh. Your family, man. Your family.
No problem.
All right, then. Blessings here.
Yeah, man. All right, then. Take care,
yeah. Okay, bringing that a call, Prezi. Hello.
Hello?
Greetings, yeah.
Me think that the woman nasty. Because when me they grow up,
yeah,
My mother always tell me to wash out panty before. Me take it off and wash it out.
Right.
Yes.
But you are you aware that most women from middle class setting and up to them don't do that something that when them take off them underwear, them wash it, them and you know, can you talk about unwash right in the bathroom? Are you aware that them don't do that something that them don't even reassort, them don't even know how to do it?
Nasty. Answer that you.
No, hold on. Wait, no, hold on. You think it is fair to say they're nasty if it's just not part of them world for do that?
No.
You know, if you don't know, you don't know. So if I saw you raise and, you know, just like how your mother tell you to do that. Yeah, but for them mother never raised them that way there. And it has always been that way amongst them for years and years, decades and centuries, I think, you know. So you think it's an accurate thing to say, nah, say them nasty because them don't do that practice there. Because them wash it, you know, but them put it in a washing machine or whatever. Or them expect them helper to do it. So I just saw them raise. Them not really mean for be disrespectful. Them just don't know.
Well, we are teach them tonight to wash them pants when they go to donkey lane, if you stop a wake field.
What you say when me I go donkey lane, if you stop a wake field, no?
Stop a wake field, yeah.
Proper, now I want to sell my rock. I can jump in at the place proper, man. I'm going to touch all of them ends there, yeah?
All right.
Love and blessings, man. Cool.
All right.
Prezi, give me that card. That one right there. Hello.
Raga, good night.
Good night. Give me some energy, all right? I will trouble you.
Nobody in trouble me. I'm just nervous.
You're nervous? Oh, God. You can't nervous with Mass Raga, man. All crosses like myself. Yeah, you're nervous with me. No, sir.
Raga,
Wagwan.
Raga, I know I love you.
Ah, blessings, man. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
So as to the lady that said that the lady hung up the thing outside.
Yeah.
I think I can relate to that.
How?
In the sense that when I was growing up, it's like a big yard thing, and you know you have some household where having most men than women.
Right. So
it's not allowed. What if you did it in the night and that happen? You're not allowed to keep it in the house. So you tie up in the street in the morning, then you light fire and burn it.
Wow.
You understand?
Wow.
So,
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, you're educating us now, you know. So, and for my American listeners who don't know the term big yard, it means it's a tenement yard where, you know, multiple households in one home, in one yard, right? So it's several families living in one yard. And Jamaican have a term we usually just say big yard. So you're saying in instances like that now, you know, the decent thing to do at that time was not to bring it back in the you know, the congested, limited space you have with all of your relatives, them and things.
Right.
And you must make the man them go see them something they either. So, and you be outside, because you never, you know, when we grew up, we never had no luxury and a bathroom and that. We have to go outside and things.
But rather, can I tell you?
Yeah.
My stepmother and my father, they were strict and whatever, so it was me and two other females.
Right.
Teenager was in the house and whatever, and my stepmother did not permit us to like let our sanitary napkins stay overnight in the house. So when we bathed, we have the ties. There was a tree around the back with ties on it. A coconut tree was there, and one of the limbs was not so tall. So we tied on it, and then in the early morning we get up with light fire because it's a housing scheme or whatever. And at the same time, they teach us not to throw away those stuff. You understand? Not to put in the garbage bin or whatever. That thing nobody not supposed to see.
Well,
so you'd light it.
Okay, so several things are going on, right? Listen to me. I'm just fascinated with this thing that you must burn it, you know? Like the proper, decent way to do this thing is to make sure you burn it all the time.
Right.
And you must make anybody see it.
Yeah.
Because what I'm hearing from you is that part of the reason why you have to tie... Hello? Hello?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's not
okay.
me.
The part of
Yeah,
the
I'm
reason
here.
why they taught you to tie it on the tree. One, it must stay overnight, right? It must stay overnight in the
That
house.
means no, when you tie it on the tree, it means that no dog or puss, no dog never come draw it away and tear it up.
You see, the devil is in the details. Me in a good way, I mean, yeah. So you must tie it on the tree so no dog, no carrot go through it, whatever. Because the whole objective here is to make
Right.
sure that nobody see this thing.
It's safe,
It's
right?
safe, right? So you must tie it up on the tree
Yeah.
because you don't want to go light a fire in the night. They forgot to do them something there, right?
Yeah.
And then the next day, you're required to go burn it.
The first thing after you take a bath, now the other one when you take off, you have to burn it to them.
Oh, so if you take when the other one now where you have an overnight and as you take out that one, you know you go change.
Yes.
You burn that one there with the one where you end up in a wow.
Yes, last night, yes.
So you'd have to like when it's a burn it now, like you use kerosene oil and matches and them something and burn it and things.
Yes.
And you have to do this like
or use plastic bag and just make a garbage.
Say that again. Use what?
You'd have to like get some plastic bags and burn and drop it and let it burn it, and then find something to make a fire until it burn out.
Wow. Listen, there are people posting and saying to somebody post pamphlet. Yeah, I see him when I grew up. You have to burn that at night. I had no. So that means every month, some 4 or 5 days every month, when I feel burn things, I'm on it.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
No, it's you have no idea. Oh, I'm glad you call in and share this because you see, guys, initially when we hear the woman always tied up in a tree and what, perhaps she was raised the same way, so she was just doing what she was told is the right thing to do. This is what a decent woman do, and she just happened to forget it when she moved. So she called her help and said, "Please, my God, may I beg you."
So she is decent enough.
Yeah.
She's decent enough, and she considered that person a friend. So maybe that's why she said, unless she feels uncomfortable within herself, knowing that she'll leave it there.
Right.
So the person you call your friend, I want her to cover your back.
I trust somebody you trust. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You just put a whole different perspective on this thing right now, You just give her a whole. So she called somebody, obviously a woman. Please help me out here. Because you hear what she said? I don't want the landlord come see it and I'm going to forget it up there with all of the logistics involved with she moving and all them something that she forgot it from. Please take it down and burn it for me. So obviously, she was doing that, before.
Right.
And she wasn't asking the helper to do it, obviously. So she didn't do it herself. And that bodes well for her because she was doing it herself. But I true she gonna move now and thing and forget it now. And even after she moved, she said, "Oh God, I don't want the landlord go see that and whatever." So that sense of decency where she was trained in terms of what you're supposed to do with that is still there. Please, like you just said, she call her, "Do this to me, may I beg you, like have my back" type of thing.
Right.
Interesting. Interesting. I never knew about this burn thing at all, that it was something. Come on, I never knew at all.
So, instead of washing the underwear part now,
yeah.
So, with that now, it all have to do with how you grew up and the mentality of, how you were raised and everything.
Right.
As for me, like, if you and I are friends, my best friend, like when I would stop by her house or whatever, I sleep over and whatever.
Yeah.
And if I'm washing, and I see her underwear, I would wash it too because you're my friend and I don't scorn. If we're friends, I'm not gonna scorn you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
And if I'm your friend, I'm gonna have your back. And what if you're sick? I'm gonna be the one to wash your underwear. Vice versa. If I'm sick, you're the one I'm gonna want to do that for me too.
Right.
Understand?
Right.
So if we are friends, I don't see nothing wrong with washing it for you. All right. On the other hand, now, when I was in Jamaica, I used to say, me, man, I was nobody drives me, not this, me, not that. If you're not my friend, right? Coming to the state now, rather, it's a whole different perspective.
How?
I started doing, babysitting.
Babysitting, right?
With light housekeeping.
Housekeeping, right.
Only to find out that you have to do laundry and whatever. And I realized that one day it's like I see the panty wrap up, the tights. It's a weird. Anyways.
But you say when them take off them tights and the panty in the tights same way and them thing and them just put it in the laundry basket and at that you see when you start work. Whoa.
No man, you have to pick up that off the ground. Some of them you have to pick it off the ground.
Off of the ground, the people who you work for them all throw them underwear on the ground?
Same place where you stand up, you take it off and you left it.
Same place where them stand up, them take it off and just left it right there, sir?
Yes.
Hold on. You know how always a cuss we man and I said, why you always take off your clothes and I left it? Why you not put it so? Are you telling me that women do that to them underwear up here?
Yep.
And then you as a person working there in that domestic capacity, so you have to take your off of the ground?
Yeah. You take it up. All right, some persons say they're not do it or whatever, but you're doing something, you're in this area, you're cleaning this area, so you're gonna fit and then first 11th time you go walk past it and you just can't leave it.
Oh,
you understand? So
okay.
as for me, I would take it off, Anyways, it so happened that, the first time I'm doing that, it was so hard for me because I don't used to this. I reminded, me not this, me not that.
Right.
But when you're in a different country now and whatever,
right,
you tend to do things because you know that it's not easy here to, not being working.
Right, right.
And you're with some people and they're really nice.
Right.
That
is the thing. The people who do this, they're really nice. Them treat you really good and them really nice, right? But that is just how them grew up and raised with them underwear. It's just like anything else. Interesting.
Exactly. Because that was the only problem I was having. And it's like, I don't know how to say it, that I don't want to do this or whatever. It's like that could not come out. You get me?
Right.
And then I realized, like, one time I went to the family house of that family.
Yeah.
And I realized it's the mother that does everybody things. So I'm like, okay. So basically,
you go to the family house and the mother will wash all of the daughter them underwear. And...
Yes.
Okay.
So as you said, you are correct. It's not everybody is being taught, or if what I realize with most of these people here, they pay people to do their thing. They don't teach their kids.
Exactly. And no. You
have their money.
Them have their money, but you exposed to that up here. But what I'm telling you, right in Jamaica is the same thing. With the wealthier the family, the more them don't do them some of that. You know, you're quite right.
Yeah, right. So they're so busy, and those things they see as a problem. They don't see as a problem because sometimes they just don't know better.
Right.
And they just think, it's a part of the laundry. They don't think that that's the private area that's very secretive.
Them don't mean nothing about it. Enough of them don't mean nothing about it.
No.
And I'm glad you mentioned that the people who did this, they were really nice and them treat you really good. Them treat you nice. Very okay.
Very.
Okay.
You understand? So that helps you to want to also compromise.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And you're not gonna let because you don't want to pick up a little underwear and wash it.
But here's a question. Here's a big question for you. So given what you came here when you're working and you're exposed now, your knowledge of this type of behavior as a woman relate to their underwear, was broadened, and then you realize that these are nice people, and them just relate to underwear very differently and whatever. So, in light of what you learned, in that setting, and I would imagine you're here for years now and things like that. In light of that, when you look back on how Jamaican women relate to underwear and how you were raised to relate to it, and all this thing that you have to do to make sure, say, this and that you have to burn, and do you think that was too much?
No,
No,
I
okay,
don't.
okay.
I don't think it was too much. I think it's the right thing to do.
Okay.
And it's just that some persons don't take much pride as some do. But I think it's the right thing to do. And I don't think we are overdoing it.
Okay.
It's just that we don't have the money to pay most of us don't have the money to pay persons to do it. Because I think if we have the money like that, then we would be guilty of the same thing, rather.
But then a lot of Jamaican women listening to you right here and be like, not care if I'm rich like Elon Musk or whatever. Me not pay a woman for wash my underwear.
You know what I learned? And I learned it the hard way. When you're not in a position, you can say anything.
That is true. That is true.
When you're not in a position, you can say anything, rather.
That
because
is
there are
so
some
true.
Stuff that I say, me, I would have never. And I beat down a person who does certain things. And I find myself being, I'm like, oh my God.
It's true. It's
oh
true.
My God.
It's true.
Did I really do that? And then sometimes we do it and we don't remember. And then we're bashing somebody else. And then it's like something comes to you and say, hey, but didn't you do that too?
Yeah, I used to. Yo.
You understand?
Yo.
So if we are to be honest,
yeah.
And the fact is, we're not in the position.
No, I proved that. I proved that over and over and over again. And some people who swear, the way you good to me and ray, and when them get better off and thing, you're frightened to see how them. No, Prezi, I beg me, bring in somebody else before me leave in 6 minutes. But tell me something. Your voice sound for me. Are you calling from Canada?
No, Reggae.
Okay. I was just wondering. No, because your voice sound like somebody we know.
I'm in New York.
You're in New York. All right, man. Listen to me, man. Yeah. You have no idea how invaluable. Sometimes people mess up that word, but it means really good. Your contribution tonight has been, and I really do appreciate it. I mean, you educate me tonight. I learned a lot from you tonight. And I'm not just saying that for reading purposes. I honestly learned a lot from it. Because my instinct, because you heard me earlier, I said, yeah, are you sure? And people them not say, them look at something that, and you hear, and you heard how perplexed I was like, what do you mean? I don't understand. What's the logic in putting it in the tree? I couldn't get it. You cleared up all of that, You cleared up all of that, right? And I see people women posting, and me like, whoa, thanks, I think. So I want to thank you for calling in and sharing that, here.
You're welcome, Margo.
Enough blessings, man. All the best for the holidays and thing, all right? Enough love and thing.
Thank you. God bless you.
Okay. Yeah. All right, President, give me the card. Hello. Greetings.
Hello?
Yes.
Good night, sir.
Yes, good night.
Wagwan.
Robert, you know say you make you man. What no? Inga?
Man.
Oh, Robert, Wagwan,
man.
You know, no disrespect, Robert, but me did have one nice call. I press you and tell me, say, yo, Raga, one more, bring in a call, bring it. If you know you, me have finish with a call and call you back one another time. Wagwan. Yeah.
You see this topic we're not talk about?
Yeah.
It's nothing to wash a woman underwear, sir.
Well, is that different matter you bring up now with the man them? So you wash
Hold
on. You wash woman underwear, right?
Oh, you mean them wash my mother underwear when she's sick?
No problem no wrong with that. You ever there with that? Hold on. No, I have no. Me, if my mother was alive and she sick, me I wash her underwear and wash it good too. But what me I say? Hold on, man. Hold on. You ever there with that woman? Robert, listen, man. You ever there with that woman and wash her underwear?
We have say, man, me wash her underwear. No problem wrong with that, Mr. Man.
Okay, all right. When you're there with that woman, how quick before you end up and wash her underwear?
You wash a woman underwear anytime, man. Anytime.
So if you there with that woman and like said, after 2 weeks and thing or whatever, and she ask if you wash her underwear, you don't wash it and wash her?
When me wash it and put it on the line, Raga, buy all the pad too.
No, me buy for me. Well on. Nothing wrong if you buy pad. Nothing wrong. Me no problem with that.
Alright, look here, see Raga.
But hold on, man. So when you say wash your woman, Robert, when you say your hand wash, cause you're Jamaica, they say your hand wash your woman and underwear. Like you script.
Wash it, no problem.
And you script.
Sit down on stone and wash it.
You sit down on stone and put the bad pan between, put the wash pan between your leg and script them.
Oh, you're right. And wash it out with bleach water and then we go back and rinse it and wash it back again. Clean it to up on line.
Jesus God, then you know for what? Well on. So you wash it now. What you do? You rub it out first and them something like that?
You rub it out first.
Yeah.
And you rub it out in a bleach water.
In a bleach water, yeah. And then what else?
Yeah, and you second in and then after that you start wash your first wash, second wash, and you start wash it.
No, well on. So you rub it out first, then you rub it out in a bleach water, just bleach water. Then you second that with a next rub, right? And then now you put it in a one different wash now with soap, no, with fab. Okay.
Right.
And then you script that again, right? And then what you do after that? And what you do? But Robert, you sound like you can't wash jars good, man. No, Robert, me no say enough woman listen what you just explain and I say, but wait, but him bad man, he know if you wash that. No, Robert. It sound like Robert, I'm proud of you. You're a very accomplished jars washer. Huh?
Yeah, man, me, no problem with me, no trouble me, no.
No trouble you, Robert. No, man, no.
Me mad, man, no trouble me.
No, see, no, but Robert, when me tell them, because you know, my father sang, Elephant Man sang them, so man of even touch woman jazz and thing, and my thing was like, hold on, let me tell you what makes sense to me. They would never touch a clean underwear, you know. But when them are going to get look aside to it, them not a problem, I take off a dirty one.
Yeah,
the sweat up one. That make any sense? Yeah, that make any sense? Then after when the panty clean after and thing and whatever, all when the panty clean, them not want to touch it. But then I have no problem, I take off all the sweat up.
You're big man, you see, Raga? I'm a respect as a big man. Raga, you see every time man, you see a chat, them a chat. Yeah. When night come a different thing.
A different thing, no.
Different thing, man.
I show you, Robert.
Yeah. Robert, what woman underwear? Me no busy with
Wait, say it again, Robert. Say it. Say what you just said.
Anybody who listen me wash the woman because the woman can't sick. Suppose the woman sick and you can't take it.
No, but we know that. But basically, I say you will wash it all when she not sick.
No problem. I would the woman that see period. Me will take you wash it away. No problem. Simple as that. Then two scans for that.
Round the walls of Jericho, round the walls of Jericho, round the walls of Jericho, the army. Robert, we run out of time here. We run out of time, Robert. We run out of time.
Anybody where I listen, me tell them say, no problem with that. We're watching the underwear.
Right, the underwear.
Just bring them coming out and bath. Me wash them to them.
What you say? Bring them coming out and bath for you. Will watch that. You watch.
All of the man, you know, want wash the underwear. Bring them to Robert. We wash them on the line and put them in a be white and clean.
White and clean too. And then you ever get the woman them, you know.
overseas or out of Jamaica,
Yeah.
you wash them. No
Yeah,
wrestle.
them can't come draw for you because you are going to wash them panty them for know that, Robert. You're the boss. Not for them, yeah. Are you going to take with them woman? Are you, hey, Robert, are you going to take them over the woman? You're going to take them over the woman. You're going to wash my father woman drawers and take her away from me. And take her away from my father. Yeah, man, you listen to me, man. You go wash the beanie man, woman, underwear and take her away from him. You go wash the bounty killer, woman, underwear and take her away from him. You go take with the whole of them, woman. Elephant man and all of them and them thing. What you go take with them, woman? Just wash the whole of them jars and take with them, woman. Because you're the boss.
Bring them come here.
Bring them come. All right, Robert, big up yourself, man, for Lego here.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, man, and the same today here. All right, cool.
Big up yourself. Move my head until 12 o'clock tonight. I show nice.
Well, I tell you, show nice and thing, but
me can't tell you. See, you is a blessed man, you know. Me like this your show.
It goes some man, Robert, man. All right, man, let's say a word here.
Big up yourself, and then can't stop you. More show up on top of show.
At them for know, man thing,
More show, because you're a blessed man. You say God, and you say God, you know.
Yes, man, all right.
I mean, respect you, then can't stop you. More show up on top of show. You're going to bring in one of that show again. Where man, if you put up a topic again, say all of the man you don't want to watch the panty them.
Yeah, the underwear. The underwear. All right. Bless up yourself. Bless up yourself.
Big up yourself. All right.
All right, people, I don't want to not be disappointed and things. So I have to make you know. I was duly informed that on Friday them are repeating them. I forgot do station policy. So I will not be here Friday. So I don't want to know. Whenever things that you couldn't tell where Raga, so I make you know. But Free Up is on this Saturday on Ragashanti TV at 8 o'clock, right? 8 o'clock, Free Up, the realest Jamaican talk show this Saturday. That is on this Saturday. But this Friday, them are going to run a repeat because them say a station thing, you know, New Year's Eve, that type of something there and thing, right? I was going to work, you know, but them say, Ray. You know, the whole station, I got the automated on a repeating, all right? So, you know, so soon as Saturday then, right, in a Free Up on Ragashanti TV over YouTube, all right? This Saturday, Free Up on Ragashanti TV over YouTube. And, of course, it's Christmas. So if you're home and you're chilling and whatever and thing, let's have some fun this Saturday, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m., Free Up, the realest Jamaican talk show, on the Ragashanti TV channel on YouTube. And do remember to subscribe to Ragashanti TV and also subscribe to Culture Raga. Those two channels on YouTube. Culture Raga, CultureRaga, CultureRaga, Culture Raga on YouTube. That is the educational entertainment channel. And then the Mixup Entertainment channel is Ragashanti TV, right? That's the Ray something. All right? So make sure you subscribe to both channels. I might think them, and me ask you for subscribe. All right? Blessings and respect. Do that for me. Blessings and respect, people. Take care of yourself and be careful out there. Oh, last thing, President McCandless, say one last thing? Okay. I just wanted to make the point that there's a lot of misunderstanding going on out there with the whole COVID thing and the variant or whatever. And again, I deliberately stay away from it because the debate surrounding it, it's not grounded in a rational, kind of mature, relaxed thing. The passions are running wild and emotions are getting the better of people out there. And a lot of people just upset about a lot of things on both sides. But there's one thing I just want you to know. Is that virus, they're essentially organisms, right? So, you know, like human, we are an organism, you know. Sharks, they're an organism. The first priority of each organism is survival. One of the ways in which viruses, try to survive is to mutate. When virus mutate, what a lot of people do not know, and it's not being communicated as much as it should. A mutation, the whole reason a mutation occurs is to supersede whatever treatment countered the first instance of that virus. So when the Delta mutation came out, when the Delta variant came out, the Delta variant being a mutation, it came out stronger and more resistant to whatever treatment existed before. That is just basic, science in terms of, virus, right? So when the Omicron mutation come out, the particulars of it in general, the fundamentals remain the same. It's a SARS virus. But the idea behind mutation, the why viruses mutate, is to try to survive as much as possible. And they need hosts. And in this case, the hosts are humans. So viruses are always trying to figure out a way to survive. What am I getting at? So when people say, oh, so the vaccine now work as well on this variant and that variant, of course it's not going to work as well. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the mutation succeed in just beating the virus, beating the vaccine that was created to, the antibodies that was created to beat it and them something there. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they go halfway, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they look at tweaking go on. So yes, it's a dance, it's a race. This is nothing new. This has always been the case with viruses. So when people say, see that it now work on the one as well. Well, duh. But people don't know these. So you hear people that say bam, 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 bam. So if we take the vaccine already, why we have to take that one and see it now work as well? Yeah, I saw it go. And there are all kind of variables involved, a whole heap of variation involved in the game and the dance and the race to beat the virus thing. And a big part of it is race. So the idea, the way you beat these things, is to get a vaccine that can wipe it out quick before it can mutate. But if the vaccine don't work as quick amongst the hosts, then the virus will continue to mutate. Now, based on the politics we are going on, I can tell you this. This is going to be around for a while, right? And we all got used to the word pandemic. We all are going to have to get used to the word endemic, because we're going to have a lot of endemics all over the world for a while. And unfortunately, we actually now live in a world where everybody travel. Everybody travel. An easy thing for travel. So that's a beat way. So people still are call it pandemic, but for a while you're going to hear the word endemic get popular too. Meaning in pockets, it's almost like small pandemics or whatever, but it goes against the word. Pan means, widespread, panorama, pan, thing, when them say pan wide with the camera, it means spread out and thing or whatever. You understand? But so again, don't get caught up with some of these misconceptions out there and things like that. Again, me not telling no one to do. Me not telling no one to do. But me just say, don't get caught up in the anger thing and the passion thing and the defensive thing and whatever. You do what you think you need to do and what you're comfortable with and so forth. All right? Blessing. And I'll see you guys on Saturday, 8 o'clock, Ragashanti TV over YouTube. And also subscribe to Culture Raga over YouTube also. All right? Blessings. Respect. Cool.
The Bridge 99 FM and IrieJam Radio 93.5, keeping Jamaicans home and abroad connected.